selection from a local expert when White Mountains Today returns. We're in the interview studio, so stay tuned.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. In the house is Paula Graham from Zeb's General Store. Paula, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. All ready for this weekend.
Absolutely. You've had a busy vacation week, I imagine.
We have been very busy.
Well, that's awesome. And I was in there right before Christmas, so I got to partake in various Christmas activities there at Zeb's. And just there's so much stuff in there. That's the thing. It's just chock-a-block full.
And people are so happy to be in there. And I love being on the register because you see people come with baskets and such a different mix of things. And they did great shopping, you know, especially the men. I had to really compliment a lot of the men saying, you put thought into this. It was great.
Well, you make it easy there at Zeb's.
We do. But it's overwhelming, this so much.
Now, you brought a bunch of stuff. This to me looks like good New Year's Eve fare that you brought.
New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Just, warm food, comfort food here.
Yeah.
So let's start off and talk about what you brought this morning, Will.
I brought some corn chowder, chicken veggie pasta. That's one of our new flavor soups. Split pea soup, and the Irish potato is a new. These soups are all gluten-free, except for the little pasta packet we give you for the chicken vegetable.
So, but now these are so handy. You've got the whole soup in a bag, basically, and there we have it right there. And so you got the whole soup in the bag, and so this is just one of them. Yeah. And I'll hold up some others here. Kira's doing, got camera duty here.
She's doing a great job.
She is. And then, so we got that, and then we have this one, which is the split pea and garden herb.
Because you have a ham bone sometimes left over from Christmas.
And the Irish potato soup. So all of these, and this is just a few of the ones that you have available there at Zeb's. And now to go along with that, while we have the camera poised so nicely, the lobster bisque dip.
It is originally made to make lobster bisque. And they called us and said, "Why are you watering so much in the summer? You're a general store, not a restaurant." And I said, "Well, we sample it with dip." But I had neighbors, the Caros, who were very kind to my family Christmas Eve, and they treated us to the Feast of the Seven Fishes. A lot of Italian families do that Christmas Eve. So what I, supplied was the lobster bisque, and it was a hit. It was a home run. And there's no seafood in it for people who panic about, I have a seafood allergy, is absolutely no seafood in it, but it's all the seasonings. And then you add some chopped lobster or shrimp even or something.
Right. And of course, one of my favorite things to go along with it, of course, is the classic oyster crackers or hearty crackers as you have here. To me, there is no reason that, chowder's just not worth it if you don't have your soup and snack crackers or your square hearty crackers. But I'm a big fan of the oyster crackers or whatever you want to call them. So I oftentimes have more of those than I have soup. So what else did you bring along here, Paul?
Well, even to make a little festive for the children, cider mulling mix. You don't need cider, you can use apple juice. A lot of people like their kids to have apple juice. You can warm it up with that, and they feel a little festive.
That's nice.
It's good for them. And then, of course, we have some pepperoni from the Vermont Smokehouse, and some Crowley cheese.
I just like these, these cheeses too. Just it's in the red block of wax here, and this one it says right on the back, old-fashioned raw milk Colby cheese. That's it. Yep. That's all that's in this. Yep. So what a great, you don't have all those millions of different ingredients with here, and you've just got what is the preservative? It's the wax that's holding it all together. So what a great thing here.
And here's a Gouda spread from Smith's Country Cheeses down in Massachusetts, and that's I think it's an onion and chive. That's my favorite. But we have garlic. We have the port wine, all that jazz.
I've heard this is really Gouda.
It's really good for you.
Yeah, really Gouda.
Good to taste and good for you.
Kara just gave me a look like, really? Did he just say the Gouda joke? So
we do that at our age. Okay, here's for a quick lunch. Or you can use it for snacks. Black bean salsa, the Stonewall Kitchen black bean salsa. Heat it up almost to boil, get it very, very warm, and then you pull it off the heat, stir in the package of smoked cheddar cheese, and you let it set maybe every 5 minutes. Give it a stir. You can keep it warm in a crock pot if you serve it for a dip.
Yeah.
But if you brown up some ground beef or some ground turkey and, pour off the juices, then add the salsa, then the cheese step, it's like a quick lunch. Just have that in the pantry.
Sounds
it's
awesome.
Pretty nice.
I think you ought to rent yourself out though, Paula, so that you can just come to people's houses.
I'll
and make
probably be sampling it at Zeb's this weekend sometime.
There you go.
I brought 3 barbecue sauces. Now this was a different orange honey chipotle sauce. It's different, but if you had some people that did turkey or maybe chicken left over, you could do something cool with that. Put it in maybe some chopped mandarin, cut up mandarin oranges and pineapples, a little bit of that, and the leftover chicken, and serve it with rice. I think that'd be kind of a nice, different meal.
Definitely different.
And I have some of Denny Mike's Hot and Nasty, and what's his name? Oh God, it's awful. I'm having a senior moment. The Q Culture from Maine, and these you could both use if you did pulled pork or pulled chicken in a crock pot. That would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to grill when you got 2 feet of snow on the back deck.
I left the grill out just for that reason.
Yeah, well, the boys shoveled my deck, the next door boys. Here's some cranberry apple chutney, and that's a great sort of a condiment. You can glaze pork roast with it, add a little bit into the stuffing, but the most fun thing to do with it is mix that 12-ounce jar with a 12-ounce jar of chili sauce from the grocery store, get it all hot, and simmer some frozen Swedish meatballs in it, the little cocktail size.
Yeah.
And you've got a party in a pot. A party in a pot. Oh, that didn't come out right, did it?
We won't.
It's vacation week at Zeb's. And today I'm actually sampling this mango habanero jam. It's very, very hot, but you can cut the heat with cream cheese, and you mix it up, make it smooth, and it's sort of a nice dip.
Nice.
Something to put on crackers or, even celery or something crispy. And the same with the hot red pepper jam. Great to spread on a bagel and cream cheese, but you mix that, it's pretty, it's a persimmon color, and jam mixes with cream cheese, hot pepper jelly doesn't. It just sits on it and makes a mess. But the jam, the consistency works to blend it, and boy, it looks pretty, tastes even better.
I didn't know. See, I learned so much when you come on here, Paula.
Yeah.
Not only stuff to eat, but how to prepare it.
And I didn't want to lose my plowed parking spot, so I just brought one basket. I didn't bring any basket, but we do have pancakes and syrups and scone mixes and muffin mixes and cookie mixes and all that jazz, even gluten-free ones. So, you can come to Zeb's for that, but carrying the basket across the street, I really didn't want to push it.
And if you're planning on hanging out and hunkering down because of the snow, you got a lot of great games and everything else upstairs.
Right. Board games, no batteries needed. Board games like we did as a kid. And puzzles. We've got great puzzles from the Washington Valley, White Mountain Puzzles.
White Mountain
Puzzles up there in Jackson. And a couple of other puzzle companies. We've got companies with big pieces for little children, and a lot of games that you don't need a puzzle for. We have fun dice games that aren't gambling, so.
That's great. Yeah. And all of this, of course, located at Zeb's, the big yellow building right in the heart of North Conway Village. What are your hours this week, Paula?
We're open till 9 o'clock every night, unless, as last night, the Sheriff's Department closed down the roads at 6 o'clock. And we apologize to the people that were disappointed, and to the people who are upset. You have to understand, we're taking your safety and our staff safety,
Oh, absolutely.
to heart as the Sheriff's Department.
Are you open New Year's Day?
Oh, of course we're open.
All right.
We close Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter Sunday. They're very good to us that way.
All right. Well, I figured I would ask,
But we'll be there,
just in
and,
case.
we open at 9. We'll be open until 9 at night, and we're open on New Year's Eve till 9. And I don't
Which
know
is
what
perfect.
time.
Go and load up on the candy to go watch the fireworks in the park.
Right. What time are the fireworks?
9:30.
Well,
so
there you
perfect
go.
timing.
So we'll be closing promptly at 9, so our staff can enjoy the fireworks too.
That's great. Well, Paula, thanks so much for coming by. It's
Thank
always
you.
fun to have you here. And this, again, just a tiny little handful of all the great things that you have there at Zeb's.
And you and I should go out to breakfast because we're both hungry from talking
I know,
about
from
this,
all
but
this.
We have to
Unbelievable.
work.
Paula, thanks so much.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
And
Peace on earth.
we'll be back.